Hi guys. I'm hoping we are live. It says we are. Let me tweet this out. Hi Heather, hi Dan, hi Brian. How are you guys today? All right, I think we're good. How is the audio? Does it sound okay? I have a new mic and new camera set up. You'll have to wait and find out. Let's see. Good. I hope the audio sounds better than it did before. I am now using the mic that I use for filming, the Zoom H4. Why I never used it previously for streaming, I don't know. But now it is hooked up to my computer so that I can use that for streaming. And then I have a new webcam, which I'm hoping looks a lot better than the green one that you guys previously were seeing after moving into this room. Yeah, so I'm going to go into what the camera is because it was pretty cheap. There's one downfall to it, and that's that it doesn't have an autofocus. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I had planned originally on doing this at 7:30 instead of 8 o'clock, but then I needed to call my dad, so it got postponed a little bit. But so we're doing it at 8 o'clock now, and I do have a couple of orders to put out for Etsy. So that is number one on the list today. I have an Etsy site now. It took long enough. There's still only one thing on there. However, as soon as I get off of live streaming, I have a couple more orders to print, and while those are printing, I will be uploading 2 more items onto Etsy. So that is very exciting. I'm also creating an LLC, which, hey, spoiler alert. Now I forgot what I was saying. Nick, you made me lose my train of thought. Well, crap. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. I'm moving this chat window up a little bit because apparently whoever's talking last is getting cut off. Okay. What? Nick's yelling from the other room. Oh yeah, thank you. So I'm also starting an LLC, which is super, super exciting and a little nerve-wracking. Thank you guys. I can always count on you guys to keep me on track. So that will be happening tomorrow, which is awesome and terrifying and super exciting all at the same time, but I can't wait. But let's just get into it. So I've actually already opened up most of these boxes, but I'm going to show you what came in them because most of the boxes we took out with trash. So for starters is this cable right here, which if you have a FlashForge Creator Pro and you've had one for a while, you may have needed to replace this. It's one of the things that's kind of known to need replacing from time to time. It's the thermocouple. And it was actually super, super easy to replace. I got this one from Amazon. It was only 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 9 bucks, somewhere around there. I was going to get the one from FlashForge. I was going to be good and get the original pieces, except the shipping on this piece alone was $16. And I just couldn't justify a $16 shipping on something that didn't even cost $16 in the first place. So I'm lucky, Heather, that I've only had to replace it this one time. I've had the FlashForge for over a year now, almost going on a year and a half now. So the replacement actually went really easily. I did film it, so that will be going up soon in case people are interested in how to do that. It's actually a pretty easy fix. It just takes a little bit of time. So that was number one, and this is obviously the damaged one since the printer is now working. And if you saw on Twitter, I was super, super excited that I did 2 fixes to 2 different printers in 2 days. I fixed the fan by soldering it together for the A-nut, and then I fixed the thermocouple on the FlashForge, which was super, super exciting. So the next thing on the list, let's go with the camera, since it seems to be a hell of a lot better than the last one. The camera is this one right here. I picked it up off of Amazon. Let me check what the price was so that I don't lie to you. The price of this was $26.99. It is a 1080p HD camera. The one downfall is it does not have auto focus. There's little tiny dots right here and right here that allow you to move the lens around to focus it, which it works. I mean, in terms of needing a webcam that didn't make me look green, it definitely works, and that's really all that matters at this point. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on a camera because at some point maybe I would like doing something else or get a better camera in general that I could use for multiple purposes. So this will work for the time being. It's a little tiny webcam. In the pictures online, it makes it seem like it's a lot bigger than it is. It's only like this big. It's a little tiny guy. But for $26.99, and it gives pretty good, it looks like pretty good video. So that's really all that matters to me. So hopefully that works out for you guys and you guys are liking the better footage. I have 2 spools of filament here. One I bought and the other was sent to me. We're going to go with the one that was sent to me first because I'm super, super excited about it. I did post some pictures on Instagram of this, and I think I posted one picture on Twitter, maybe. And that's the new Atomic Silky Aqua filament. It is super pretty. The color it is on the spool does not even come close to doing it justice to what it actually looks like. I did print out some test prints when I was testing out some fidget spinners, and hopefully you guys can see that. It's super pretty. It's a super light aqua color with a super, super high shine. And this is my little mini fidget spinner that I'm working on, which doesn't spin very fast because there's no weight in it currently. But it's so cute. It fits in your hand, and I have super tiny hands, and it totally fits. So that is that. The thing I'm working on right now is putting weights in these. I picked up a couple of washers at work. I got bigger ones and smaller ones, and I will be attempting to embed those into these so you can't see them at all, and hopefully they work better than they do currently. Nick took these little bearings out of his rollerblades, and they are, does it say on here? It does not say on here. The outside diameter is 16 millimeters. The inside is 8. So they are a little bit smaller than the standard size. I thought about putting ball bearings in the ears, but they're a little pricey, and I didn't want these to end up being pretty expensive. I think that using the washers will fit. I'll be able to use 3 washers on each side, which will add a good amount of weight to it. And same with the larger size, I'll be able to do 3 washers on each side as well, which should help it spin a lot faster. Yes, they are 688 bearings. Thank you, Andy. Nick, I don't think you were ever going to have a professional roller hockey career, seeing as you haven't played roller hockey since you left college. So that is that. Mike over at Atomic did send this to me to review, and so far I am loving it. It prints just as easily as the rest of the Atomic filaments that I have tried, but I do love the extreme shine that you get with this PLA. It's awesome. And it does use my standard settings that I've used for everything else. Next, second to last, is some awesome purple filament that I bought from Amazon because it was super cheap. This spool was $16.99, I believe. Let me check that, make sure I'm not lying to you. Yeah, $16.99. Let me see if I can put a link to it. I've never used this brand before. And I've printed a handful of things with it, and so far, so good. It's a super pretty purple. It looks a little more blue toned on the camera than it actually is. It's a pretty, I don't know. It's a medium purple, but it's not as blue toned as it looks like it's coming off on camera. So for 16 for $16.99, I figured I couldn't go wrong, and if it wasn't a very good spool of filament, then I could at least use it for test prints or prototyping prints where I know that they're not going to be the final product. But so far it's printed out pretty good. I've done the first print off of the A-net after getting the fan fixed, which turned out really good. There's a couple of tweaks that I need to do, but for the most part, the A-net printed pretty well. Here was my little tester that I did for it. So that turned out pretty good too. And I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see that far, but the fan that is on the A-net is also printed in it, and as is the button that's on top. So I am getting started on doing some mods to that printer. It has been a little bit slow going. First of all, because I had to wait for the purple to come in. And second of all, because I've been printing like a mad woman for Etsy. Weird. What comment, Heather? I have it set to automatically remove spam, but I don't see you having any spam, so sorry. There's a closer pic of the cube on Instagram. I don't know if I posted it to Twitter, but I can. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, no, that didn't show up at all. Sorry. Yeah, so where did my... Oh, I'm losing things. New studio and I'm already losing things. Well, I thought I had brought in the purple fidget spinner that somebody had ordered. But if I did, I seem to have lost it. I'm probably put it back in the kitchen with the rest of their order. So I have been doing a ton of fidget spinners lately with, I did a couple in the purple and a couple in lots of other colors too. So, but the purple, I'm impressed for $17. I figured I couldn't go wrong. And so far it has definitely worked out. Next. Oh, hey, thanks.
That's what I do.
Oh, he's my hero. So he brought me the the purple fidget spinner that somebody had ordered. It turned out pretty good. Like I said, for $17 for Filament, I can't complain. So somebody, the person who ordered these ones actually requested 4 of them so that when they are standing in line at Disney with their family, their kids have something to play around with in line with them, which I thought was genius. And why I didn't think of that, I don't know. Thanks, Brian. You are awesome. So yeah, I was definitely impressed with the way that this turned out. And to see the filament that's really inexpensive turning out as good as it has is kind of nice to see. It really does go to show you that filaments have come so far in such a short amount of time that even the lesser expensive ones are having awesome quality right now. I know, right? That would be crazy. And this one should be going up soon as I test out the weight. This one is one of the first ones I printed, which is very, as you can see, not balanced. I did rebalance it thanks to, I think it was Sam who had pointed out to me that there is a center mass function on Fusion 360, which made it so easy to find the right way to tweak the Mickey head so that it matched the Minnie head. So I still have to print those out. Those will be printing here as soon as I get off of this stream as well. I will be sending them a couple of business cards. I've been, of the 2 orders that I've shipped out so far, I've got 4 more that need to go out. I have been putting business cards in all of them because you never know. Yeah, I'm selling these for $10 a piece plus shipping, and shipping on one of them is like $3. Is there a Fusion tutorial on that? I haven't watched very few. I've actually watched very, very few of the Fusion tutorials because they either go too fast for me or they do something with it that I don't quite see the use for me. So I'm short attention span and I end up moving on to something else very quickly. Oh, I need to make one. Okay, yeah, I can do that. It's really, there's just a button under where the little tape measure is at the top. There's a button that just like has an option for center mass, and it literally just shows you exactly where the center mass is. And then I was able to adjust the sizing correctly. But I think I will do a full video on how I made these. I filmed the Mickey and Minnie as I was designing them. And then now that I have designed how to embed the nuts in them or the washers in them, I'm going to show you guys how I did that as well. So it'll be a little more in-depth of a video, and that will be coming eventually. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take me to perfect that, but I will make sure that they are up on Etsy in case anybody wants to buy them, and then also on Thingiverse at that time. Hi, Uncle Jesse. So that's almost it. I'm not going to show you guys the stool that I'm sitting on, but it is from Amazon. It was also super cheap. and it took about 3 minutes to put together, which is awesome. The next that I have is this right here, and I'm not going to show you everything that's in this. I'm going to do a full video on this, but I am going to open it if I can. I don't think I have any scissors in here. There we go. So, I'll show you guys a couple things in here, like maybe some candy that Nick didn't eat, thankfully. Oh, and there's lots of red ones and clear ones. Those are my favorites. That's awesome. And we've got a Makerbox sticker. I'm going to be putting all my stickers. I have a couple of actually door frames sitting right here for cabinet doors that don't have glass in them. So I'm going to put a painted piece of plywood in there, and I'm going to put them up there. So I will have a bunch of my stickers up there. So I'm excited that I'm getting more stickers. And I've got this one. And a eye print with glitter. I love this sticker. I got one of them at Murph. And a printed solid sticker. I also got one of these at Murph. Let's see. Which one do I want to show you? I'm only going to show you one, and then everything else, you'll have to wait and watch the video. I think I'm going to show you this one. This is the buzzed filament, which is a PLA filled with a byproduct from the beer making process. Hey, sweets, you want to make that happen? We have byproduct from beer making. So this prints at 180 to 210 and with a bed temp of 0 to 50, speed of 40 to 75. Yeah, so it looks pretty awesome. I'm excited to try that out. What? I'm not going to show the silk. You'll have to wait. I showed the beer. You were right. Yes, thank you, Sam. I had no idea that that function existed, and it totally has made my life easier with these fidget spinners. Whenever you want to do something that's not, like this one was easy because it's the same thing arrayed around in a circle, but when you want to do something different, like with this one where you've got Mickey and Minnie, I should show you the one that's not going to go crazy on camera. So when you've got something like Mickey and Minnie, then the weight is going to be different, and in order to find the center of the weight, you kind of need something that helps you with the center mass. Otherwise, I would have been printing like probably 50 to 100 of these to try and get it weighted right. Although I did a pretty good job on this one, was just a guess. And it's pretty well weighted. So I was close on that, but not exact, and now I'm exact on it. We should make a bottle opener with it. That is a good idea. Although Nick's favorite bottle opener is made out of a 50 cal round, and it's a pretty awesome bottle opener. I don't know if we can top that one. That color is good for a lion. I still have yet to print the lion. I think I'm one of the few holdouts who has not printed that yet, but maybe I'll have to do that now. I don't know if that's enough filament for the lion. I'll have to see. So I think that's everything that I have, I think. Let me just check my Amazon window, see if I missed anything. Nope, that's everything. Yeah, it's seriously just a button. All you have to do is hit it and it will mark it, and to remove the mark, you hit the button again. It definitely makes your life so much easier, especially if you're doing something like this where you need the weight to be pretty close. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. You guys have any questions? The next thing going up on the Etsy site is a necklace. Let's see if I can find it here. A couple of people received these lacquered ones as keychains. A couple of my Patreon subscribers. In the picture I'm using, I have used a piece of filament as a chain, and Matt from Printed Solid said it was a genius idea. Unfortunately, the glitter filament is a little too brittle for that, so I'm going to try baking it, and I don't know what to expect, but I guess we're going to find out. So this was just extra filament that I had from a spool, and talk about a good way to use up your filament, right? Be awesome. But I will be selling it without the chain, at least until I can figure out how to make the chain work and not quite as brittle. How many printers am I up to right now? I have 3. The Flash Forge is right here, the A-Net is right there, and then the Trinus is right over there. Trinus is currently loaded with the Emerald City from Polyalchemy, which I had unboxed last time. I am absolutely loving that. Look at this that I printed off of it. How awesome does that look? The Trinus did such a good job printing this. This is the Polymaker Torture Tower, I guess. I think that's what they're calling it. And it printed so good in the Polyalchemy Elixir on the Trinus. The Trinus video will be coming very, very soon, like I think the end of the week. I have a couple more questions that I need to get answered before I can post the video. And I have one more print that I need to do on it before I officially call the video done. The A-Net had the purple loaded until I needed to print the fidget spinner. And it will probably get the green from Polyalchemy next, because we are making our printer, our A-Net, a Hulk A-Net, because why not? We had talked about wanting, there's a completely awesome resin printer that I would freaking love to have, and they're going to be doing it in custom colors. And I thought it would be really cool to do it as a Hulk printer, but I can't afford one of those. So instead, we are going to turn the A-Net into a Hulk printer. So from the extruder up is going to be green, and from the extruder down is going to be purple with any of the additions that I put on it. For the purple shorts of the Hulk and the green, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry green color. I agree that 3 is simply not enough. I have a convection oven, not just a regular oven. In fact, I don't think I've ever used my oven on regular without convection. Working in kitchens spoiled me. Did I miss another question? Hi, Galactic 3D. The green is seriously amazing. So I was testing out some retraction settings, which I still have not perfected. Using one of the Chaos Cortex tar slimes. And how awesome does that look? Look at that shine. Seriously. It's such a pretty color. I think in here it's looking pretty close to true color in there. Yeah, so it looks freaking amazing. Bye, Heather. I would love to have a lot more printers going back to non-productive 3D. I have room for like 3 or 4 more. I just need to get a hold of some. Um, I am. I'm torn. Maybe you guys can help me out. So I really, really want a Prusa Mark II S, but I really want a CR10 too. And all in all, they're going to be pretty close to the same price by the time I add the color upgrade with the Prusa. Um, the CR10, I'd really like to try the 500 by 500 by 500. I have not been able to get um, a hold of anybody to allow me to test one. That would be obviously ideal. Even if I had to send it back, I'd really just like to try one. But I don't know which to pick. If it were you guys, which would you go with, the CR10 or the Prusa? Part of me really wants the Prusa because I saw the quality that comes off of that, and it is freaking amazing. And it would be nice to have a printer that I could rely on like that. Not that I can't rely on any of these, but because I've been actually really lucky with the printers I have that I can get the good quality prints off of them that I do. But there's something to be said about the Prusa. Yeah, so far I've seen a lot of people loving the CR10. And I almost bought one when Preston over at Press Reset first talked about them. I was this close to hitting buy on GearBest and I didn't. And then the coupon was gone. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to do it. But now that I've seen the larger scale one, I would like to test that sucker out. I want to see if it can be rigid enough to get that full build volume on that low of a budget at being only around $1,000. I have talked to Prusa briefly when we were at Murph and via email a couple times. But he's so backlogged right now and moving factories. So I do need to look into GearBest's affiliate program. I've also reached out to 2 other companies. Get the quality cell lots and then get the CR10. That's not a bad idea. Unfortunately, I'm already starting, like, although I've made a decent amount in the first week of having my Etsy site open and only with 1 item listed, I am definitely, with opening the LLC tomorrow, going to already be in the negatives. Because opening an LLC is not, I mean, it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. It's not like CR10 pricing or Prusa pricing. Yeah, I don't have the money either. I have the space. I think that's a lot of our problems is that, you see all these printers and it's amazing to be able to use them, but it can be kind of hard to be able to justify the price. The Prusa is magical. Wow, I feel like I need it with it being called magical. I have thought about doing Tom's budget clone to see how that goes. I think that'd be kind of a cool test for my abilities to see if I could actually make it print as well as it should. Bye, the nerd. Good luck with your homework. Hopefully it's not too hard. I did look up Tiny Machines. I am going to contact them. Somebody else told me to contact them yesterday as well. So hopefully I will be able to get in touch with them. They are still pre-ordering the CR10. I think it's the C5, S5. I don't know. Hold on. That is the S5, CR10 S5, 500 by 500 by 500. And it just, for the size of it, it just looks like it needs more to help it stay in tune. I would like to test it and see if that's true or not. See if it blows my mind. AP exams. Dude, go study. I mean, I thought about the S4 too, but go big or go home, right? Go for the gusto. I mean, I would love to test any of them out, let's be honest, but I would really love to test out the S5. It doesn't look like it in the picture, but it's a black and white picture that's not really showing a whole lot. But it doesn't look like it. Anyway, so I would like to test it out, so we'll see. But some of you guys are saying Prusa, some of you guys are saying, I don't know. My birthday's right around the corner, and we're going to Bay Area Maker Faire, and the Matter Hackers meetup is happening on my birthday, which is awesome. So if you're going, be sure to say hi. That will be a lot of fun, and I'm thinking that maybe for my birthday, I might have to buy myself a printer. Shh, don't tell Nick. Because I'm pretty sure if I buy myself a printer, he might buy himself a gun. Because that's how things work. Oh, he's making chocolate milk right now, I can hear. So he may not be watching. Sorry, I'm trying to read up on the chat that I've missed. I really wanted to go to New York Maker Faire. In fact, I had no intention of going to Bay Area Maker Faire, and I was just going to go to New York until I found out that New York's was not the first week in October this year like it was last year. It is the last week in September. And although that doesn't sound like a big difference, I'm going to Poland the last week of September, which means that I cannot be in two places at once. So that meant, I mean, it would be awesome to go to the New York because it's a couple-hour train ride for me, or a 5.5-hour drive, I think Nick said. So that would be super convenient to go and a whole lot of fun. But I won't be here. My family is having a family reunion in Poland, which will be interesting. I have to say I've been really impressed with the A-Net so far. There are definitely some things that I need to fix. The sizing was pretty, I don't think my calipers are in here. I think they're in the other room. Sizing was pretty close on the 20 millimeter cube. And the only thing that I've found is it seems like I have to re-level the bed every time I print. I'm not sure if I'm just not quite leveling it right in the first place, but I've noticed, and I'm not sure if I need to check the extruder and make sure that it is in its right location, because it's definitely like digging into the bed. Like I'll fix it and I'll get a print like this and it'll be great. And the bottom on this is fine. But then the next print, it will be like right on top of the bed. So if something's not right, maybe a loose screw. Yeah, pesky laws of physics. Whoever came up with those. Thanks for the happy birthday. It's in 15 days. It's exciting. I'm not one of those people that as I get older, I don't want to celebrate my birthday. I don't care. I want to celebrate it every year. I haven't worked my birthday in like 6 years, 7 years. I refuse. Why should I have to work on my birthday? That sounds like a miserable way to spend your birthday. So I don't. And this year we're flying to LA on my birthday, which sounds like a whole lot more fun. I mean, not the flying part, but being in LA will be a lot more fun. Am I the only one, or does everybody else work their birthday, or do people take their birthdays off? Because I'm the only one at work. Although 2 more people have started doing that since they found out that I did it. That's what personal days are for. All right, you guys are either getting super quiet or we're having a problem with the stream. I can't tell which. I don't know if Nick is still watching. Oh, now a bunch of things are coming through. It could be the spring shifting. I'll have to look at that. Bye, Brian. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I mean, who wants to spend their birthday doing work? That sounds miserable to me. That's horrible. All companies should believe in work-life balance. In fact, I force it at work, even though people I'm pretty sure don't want me to. I will be the first to tell people to go take their vacation time. Yeah, I mean, if I had to work on my birthday, I would. But to this point, I book it off well in advance. Now at work, it's a standing. We know Lauren's not working on May 17th. So they don't even book any meetings or anything for me that day because they know it's not going to happen. But if for some reason I had to, I would. I just don't like to. And we even celebrate birthdays at work. We usually bring in like coffee and donuts or pastries or something, and I still don't want to be there for my birthday. Oh, that's awful. No, you shouldn't have to work from home and work 100% of the time at all. I know project management can be tough in that regard, but you should never have to do that. Hi, Nilla Bean. That's horrible. I'm sorry that you have to do that. Oh, that would be awesome. A Harry Sully. Oh, I don't know if I have the skills to quite make that happen, but somebody should. Ooh, that's super exciting. I'm very excited for you. I hope that you like the Trinus. Like I said, my review to that, you missed that part, I think. My review for that will be up at the end of this week. So far, it's been a pretty good little machine. If you keep your expectations in check and don't think it's going to be the most amazing printer you've ever seen for $350, then you will like it a lot. If you put your expectations up too high, you might be disappointed. But I have not been disappointed. I also went in with zero expectations, so it blew my bar away because it didn't exist. All right, guys, I think, yeah, if you guys check out my Instagram, I've got a bunch of pictures from testing the Trinus up there. I always tag hashtag Trinus, and I always tag Kodama in any of my posts. So you are welcome to check those out. So far, I've been pretty impressed. I'll show you guys. This little cat came off of the Trinus, and it's freaking perfect. I shouldn't say perfect, but it's like 98% perfect. It did a really good job on it. And this is the full build volume, 100%. No, I printed the gears on the FlashForge Creator Pro. It was before I got the Trinus. Yes, the address in the description box is my shipping address. It's actually a P.O. box. So if you are shipping from USPS, you can put P.O. box number 154. Otherwise, the full address if it's being shipped via FedEx, DHL, or UPS. What else do I have? I think that's it, guys. I got lots of printing to do tonight. Each fidget spinner takes about an hour and a half to print, and I've got 2 of them to print tonight. Which means I should get going so that I can print those suckers up and test out these little guys. I can't wait to get these ones up and running weighted. They're so stinking cute. And it shows how tiny my fingers are that it literally fits me like a ring. On that note, I hope that everybody has an awesome evening. I will be opening up the rest of the Maker Box in a video probably early next week, possibly over the weekend. We will see. And, well, I'm printing it 100% infill, and that includes the caps, which are also 100% infill. Because there's not a whole lot holding those nuts in there. So I want to make sure it's as strong as possible because I don't want it breaking when somebody spins it and somebody getting a piece of plastic in their face. Yes, I definitely need more printers. It needs to happen. All right, guys. On that note, and Nick needs a printer of his own, apparently. Hey, you get to share when I'm not here. I don't print while I'm not here. So thanks for watching, Dan. Really? My Trinus printed this in like 45 minutes. It prints faster than you think, or it can print faster than you think. Oh yeah, no, these are 0.2 layer heights. Actually, mine that I use is 0.1. I will do that. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Well, see, the good thing is if I do want to print while I'm not here, Nick works from home, so he can keep an eye on prints, but that gives him the ability to print while I'm not here. So as much as I would love to do that, I need to share the printers because it is ours, not just mine. Sharing is caring. Nick gets... Why does Nick get the big one? I'm kidding. Anyway, all right, enough fooling around, guys. I am going to get out of here and get some prints started. I hope that you guys have an awesome rest of your day. As always, huge thank you to all of my patrons over at Patreon. I could not do videos like this without your support. It means the absolute world to me. You guys are the best. And I will see you guys again next time. Bye.